All right, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something that you know has been really irritating me for a while. I talked about this on my other channel, Dave's Home Gym, and I'm going to talk about it here. Uh, and the problem, the thing that's irritating me, are all of these people, and I'm going to specifically these guys, these guys that flex. They flex online. Okay, you either have your affiliate marketer guy who's you know out there in front of his house that's not his house, his car that's not his car, he rented it, flexing with the money and all that stuff. You got, my gosh, you got Tim Kennedy who's lying about his military service, and the guy, as far as I think he was a Green Beret. Let me look that up. I think Tim Kennedy was a Green Beret. Let's see. Um, and just that fact. I mean, the fact that you have achieved a level of skill in an elite special forces unit like the Green Berets is okay. Let's look up Wikipedia. I don't like Wikipedia. All right, military career. All right. He completed the basic combat training, advanced individual training, airborne school, special forces assessment and selection, and the special forces qualification course. I mean, he completed all of that. And I'm looking at this. I see here that it says a U.S. Army Special Forces, and I see it says it has doesn't actually say that he was a Green Beret. Let's see. It talks about okay. He completed Ranger School and was assigned to the 7th Special Forces Group. He was also a sniper instructor, and principal combatives instructor for C Company 3rd Battalion. So, okay, he that there is impressive without anything else. But this guy lied about a lot of stuff. Now I get it. The guy I believe is a narcissist, and that there should explain everything. But Tim Kennedy don't need to flex on top of what he's and add try to add to what he's already achieved. That's impressive. But he's done that, and he's come out and really not. He didn't apologize. It's kind of I, that kind of shit where I don't want to be accountable. Uh, you have guys like there's another guy. He's life a life coach named Wesley Watson, and Wesley Watson has been really shooting himself in the foot. You know, I mean, pretty much the guy's shitting the bed. That's what he's doing. I watched Wesley Watson back when he was living. It looked like an apartment complex, and he'd sit at a picnic table and he'd be talking. And he did really, I watched him a little bit, and then I didn't watch him for a while. Then the next thing you know, last year he comes out. There's a Fresh and Fit podcast, and Fresh and Fit had a event, and Wesley was one of the uh, speakers, and another speaker was Andrew Wilson, who I don't like either. Andrew Wilson is a professional debater. if you're a male and that's your I'm a professional debater. All you're doing is up on stage arguing your point against another guy who's arguing his point. I used to when I deconverted from Christianity, I used to watch some of these debates just a little bit, and eventually I just got to a point where that's what's going on up there. That's it. If anyone is convinced, it's maybe a small percentage, maybe one person out of that whole group is convinced, and maybe some of those people are starting to think twice about their position. But what really happens? That. So I never liked Andrew Wilson. I mean, one of the things that I love about it is he's a Christian. I guess he's an Orthodox Christian, and I love the way he just lets all the curse words fly. He's sitting there smoking his cigarette and f this and f you, and I'm like, you're just proving my point that Christianity's bullshit. It's a practice. That's it. It's. I read this book, and I go to church, and I'm trying to do all these good things, or trying to do what's right. That's pretty much all I see as any organized religion. Well, some of these organized religions are you got to kill this person because they're not like you. That I mean, really? Megadeth, killing for religion is something I don't understand. It's crazy. But anyway, Wesley Watson got into it with Andrew Wilson because Wesley Watson is on steroids. He's jacked. And, you know, Andrew Wilson isn't. So Wesley was up on stage just constantly going on and on and on about Andrew Wilson's physique. And it didn't take long for that to get old, where it's like, okay, it's about time you shut up and sit down. But that's the thing with Wesley. He's another liar. He went to jail. Yes, he was in prison. Okay, he was in prison for, I think, 10 years. But he lies about what he did in prison. And he'd say that he had his charges, I guess his paperwork, which his paperwork would be pretty much like this. And Wesley says he folded it all up and walked around with it shoved up his butt. And other prisoners that, you know, are out now after their sentence was up are going, this guy's just total crap. That's a lie. You can't you can't fold that. If you do, well, you might have more problems than just and he apparently he does. Um he hires what uh escorts and pretends they're his girlfriend and allows them to do things to him. But and he got in a fight recently where that I think there may be charges coming. I don't know. And beat a guy with a weight belt. Come to the gym. You want to fight me? Come to the gym. Confrontation after confrontation. I'm Wesley Watson. You don't know who I am? You see my expensive watch? Yeah. And apparently he's shorter than what he says he is. I lift weights. I have a channel, Dave's Home Gym, where I lift weights. I'm going to show you what I can do. Now, back in the day, years ago, I was thinking of putting together a channel like that. But my self esteem was crap. And I did not want to deal with people, criticizing me. I had a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that now. I have a guy who just constantly has a negative attitude, and he'll criticize, and it's like he's trying to flex on me, and I ignore him. I don't even answer his questions, and he just keeps posting this, and nobody responds to this guy. So he's trying to, I don't know. When I had the low self, there are people that have low self-esteem. I'm going to use my dad, who have to, and my dad could do a lot of work, repairs and stuff like that, but he always had a negative. I have an IQ of 72. So he had to do all kinds of things to make himself feel better, but it never really worked. Okay, because he always had that negative. I have an IQ of 72 because he wasn't allowed to go through school. He wanted to go through school, and his dad was a loser. And his dad needed to take him out of school so my dad could go to work like the other kids and send a check home to dad so dad would have money. Yeah. So my dad got a complex and he still has it. Stubborn, you tell him the truth and he believes something else. Oh, you're wrong. You're 100% right. Okay, whatever, pal. But Wesley Watson, flex, 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 and he's being proven just like Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy's losing sponsors. Wesley Watson, I mean, he's a life coach and he berates and humiliates his students, calls them all kind of names because Wesley's got to feel like Wesley's something special. Let's see. Andrew Tate. Okay, now Andrew Tate made a lot of money with his cam girl business, and there are people out there that will virtue signal because they don't agree with that. And I think it's mostly, well, these poor women. Well, let's get one thing straight here. Okay, now, if Andrew Tate coerced them in a way where they felt fear, then yeah, that's wrong. But from what I hear, he sold it to him. And Andrew's a talker. I hate those people. They come up to me and blah 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 and try to sell me. No. Blah 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 blah. No. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. Get away from me. If I want it, I'll come to you. And since I didn't come to you, I don't want it. So off. Okay. And okay, he made it a lot of money with cam girls. He was also successful at fighting where he won championships. Now, right there, that should be enough. But Andrew is another one of those that just got to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And some of the crap that comes out of his mouth, if you don't like to drive, because Andrew likes to drive, then you're a bitch. No, I don't like to drive. I don't. I go where I need to go and I come home and do what I need to do, get what I need to get. You know, but Andrew's another one that just is flexing and flexing and running people down. You're a brokey, you're a loser. That's not a good self esteem. That's another either narcissistic, personality where this guy, or, yeah, if you have to constantly blow yourself up, I think it's just your low self esteem coming out. And you need to find, I mean, look at what you succeeded there with your championships. And he has other ways of making money. Now, I guess it's called the real world. And there are people that are making money within it. So it is not a scam. Maybe it's a pyramid scheme. I don't know. But, he's making money in other ways other than that. Okay. I guess he's out of the cam girl business. I don't know. But yeah. And then you have these, uh, I did I talk about the affiliate marketer people, guys like Ty Lopez, who are out there lying about what they have and what they made, showing you the houses and the cars and money and all that. And speaking of that, I remember there was a guy who there was a black guy, and he was in the hood, and he's in his car flexing with all the money he has, and another guy comes up to his car and takes the money out of his hand and runs away with it. And the guy's like, uh, yeah, yeah. So, but, back when I was lifting weights, I could lift a lot more than I'm lifting now that I lost weight. So that gives me an opportunity now to work up to maybe getting those kind of weights. I don't know. I'm going to be 58 this year. Eventually that's going to take a downturn, but I see videos of 80-year-old guys pulling over 400 pounds. So yes, if you continue to work and you stay healthy, you're able to do stuff like that. But now I have some accountability where you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And I like putting it on video. I had squat sessions where I was too high. I did a number of reps and I saw that on some of them I was too high. And I went, I redid it. I actually decided to drop the reps to maybe instead of five to three and do three good reps. And I don't want to flex. If you ask me how much weight I lift, I tell you exactly how much I lift. And if you're like, wow, I thought you could do more. Well, eventually, yeah. Now, with the bench press, no. 290 pounds was all I ever got. And this was with a straight bar when I was still working with a straight bar. Now, because of my shoulder, it's better to work with like a football bar or a Swiss bar where you have the handles are, what is that, horizontal? I don't know what, you know, where you can press this way. That works better for me. But no, if you would have asked me how much weight I'm benching, I'd say 275. If you went, well, I thought you could bench more. I don't care what you thought I could do. Okay. It doesn't really matter. But that's another thing. This, how much do you bench? Well, how much do I squat? Do you squat? No, I don't squat. I do leg presses. Oh, okay. Do you deadlift? Well, deadlifting's bad on the back. Really? I guess if you're deadlifting like a cat with your back all like this, yeah, then that's going to be bad for you. But no, I don't flex. I'm going to prove to you what I can do. Okay, and like with affiliate marketing. Okay, I'm going to put a link in the description, and if for a free course, and if you want to click on that link to find out more, great. If you don't, great. I'm not making any money in affiliate marketing. I plan on it this year. Let me get some coffee. I plan on it. I will be making money this year, but right now I'm not. I'm offering that course. And like I said, you got the freedom to say yay or nay. But I am never going to come out and rent a Ferrari or a Lamborghini and stand in front of it and take a few $100 bills out of my account, just so I can go like, hey, buddy, you see what I'm making? Yeah, I made that at my job. And I rented the Lamborghini with money that I should have kept for something else that I made at my job. Okay. So, anyway, that's it. It's 18 minutes, so link will be in the description for that free course. If you're interested in learning how to set up a system that has 14 different income streams, and click on that link to find out more. And I'll see you tomorrow.